Hello and welcome to Grim Survival's random live stream of the week. I am live. I had no intention on going live because I didn't know I was going to be sitting here this long. I am sitting in a dump truck next to the Indianapolis International Airport. And yeah, sorry for the noises my phone's going to be making and for the noises the CB is likely to make. So yeah, I really didn't intend to go live. I didn't, but here I am anyway. I'm only using my phone for this, so if I miss comments, I apologize in advance. So, this is going to probably be a quick and very random live stream because I don't know how long I'm going to be sitting here. Hi, Cyan's Blue Diamonds. I think I said that right. Hi. I'm glad you guys can make it. I'm sitting in a dump truck. It is running, so if you're hearing a lot of background noise, yeah. If you can hear me, we'll do an Alaska Prepper thing. Give me a number 1 if you can hear me. I hope you can, because I'm just kind of yelling at the phone at this particular moment and watching FedEx jets come flying over my head. I'm going to see if I can show you that. Can you? I don't know if you could see it because I can't see the phone, but yeah, oh, you can kind of see it. So I am right next to the Indianapolis International Airport. That's where I'm sitting. And there's FedEx going in for a landing. I hope you can see that because I can't see the screen anymore. But yeah. That is where I'm at. Hi Sean, how's it going? Hoodow's here, awesome. So this is going to be a randomly quick live stream. I am at work. I have been sitting here since 7:30 this morning on the clock. It is now just before 9 a.m. I have been sitting here for almost 2.5 hours getting paid to do absolutely nothing. I'm bored, so I figured I'd talk to you guys. Yeah, the live stream last night with Alaska Prepper was fun. I really enjoyed the live stream last night. And I really enjoyed what happened after the live stream. And I'm not going to go into detail here, but we had a long conversation after the live stream where he gave me a lot of advice. And you know, it was very, very beneficial to me. And I learned a lot from him after the live stream. I really did. It was a lot of fun, and I greatly appreciate Alaska Prepper being there. So next week, Tuesday, I don't know the date right offhand, next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to have Prepper Nation on the channel doing his Super Tuesday video right here on Grim Survival. And that's going to be fun, too. He's talking about getting a hat that he thinks is better than my hat. He thinks it's better than my hat. What do you guys think? You think he can find a hat that's going to be better than mine? I'm going to try to get the comments to stay on my screen here. I don't know how to do this. Yeah, no, I don't want to hide all the comments. Yeah, Prepper Nation. Yeah, you got a lot. Love John over there, Prepper Nation. He's been a great benefit to my channel, as well as Alaska Prepper, Prepper Nurse 1 also. I love all these channels. These guys are so awesome to me. They've given me so much support that it's just, yeah, it was awesome. But yeah, I'm sitting at work. I've been sitting here getting paid for 2.5 hours now, and I haven't moved this truck in over 2 hours, and I'm bored. I'm bored. It's annoying. Just so you guys know, my CB is on, and I got it working this morning. It wasn't working yesterday. I had to plug in my own power cord to get it to work, but yeah, it's on. So if you hear any vulgarities coming over my radio, that is not my fault. So have a disclaimer there. Sorry in advance for whatever these guys might say. I have to leave it on because I don't know when I'm going to be told to leave this spot and go actually work. But yeah, I'm on a standby site is what it is. I don't know. It's some kind of a road construction company. They're doing a lot of work around the airport. And as far as I know, they got the wrong mix or something this morning, so they're waiting to get the right things. And I don't know. There's a lot of information going around that's I'm not really sure of. It's just weird. I mean, I've been paid to sit and wait as a truck driver pretty much ever since I got my CDL, so I'm kind of used to it, but it's so boring. It really is boring. I hate sitting and waiting. I'm trying to keep the comments on my screen because I'm just looking at my phone here, and I don't have any other devices to, reference them. Yeah, it's been a very boring day, but I'm getting paid by the hour, so it's not too bad. And as of today already, I've made more in a day and 2 hours than I had for a whole week of unemployment. I've already topped my unemployment pay for just sitting here waiting. So yeah, that's one thing to say, and a great help to me because needed the money for sure. Definitely needed the money. Yeah, can't keep going without a job. I really can't. Not only just having a job, but getting out of the house somewhat, because it's boring. Sitting here is just, I wish I would have brought my tablet. I would have sat here and watched, I don't know, some prepper channels or a movie or something. I don't know what I would do, but something. So yeah, I got the CB working. I'm going to show you the CB. This is the CB that came with the truck. There it is. That is a Cobra Classic, and that's the microphone. But yeah, that is one of the lower end Cobras, because you know they're the ones they put in the truck for free. So it's a lower end, but it's still a Cobra. It's a 25 LTD Classic. It works pretty good, being that I brought my own power cord and wired it in the truck myself. Yeah, had to do it myself. I did bring this today. This is my scanner, and this thing can pick up CB radio. It can pick up, I was listening to air traffic control just a little while ago on this little thing. It cannot broadcast. All it can do is pick up. So this is really a benefit. This is a Uniden. Where's the camera? Over here. A Uniden. I don't know the model number. I could probably find it for you. It's under the clip. No, I can't pull the clip off there without a screwdriver, so I'll have to do a review on this thing another time. But yeah, this thing is a great benefit, because I could hear the guys talking on the CB, even though I didn't have a way to talk back. But then I got this thing wired up while I've been sitting here this whole time, and yeah, I'm glad that works, because driving a dump truck without a CB is a very difficult job. It makes my job a lot harder than it should be. So yeah, so I'm sorry if I'm missing comments. Like I said, I'm on my phone. I can only kind of see them on my screen, and they keep disappearing. Yeah, I do have an Amazon link. I will post an Amazon link for this when I do the review. I'll do the review this weekend of this particular radio. Sorry for the noise. I'm trying to show you. I got my EDC with me, and my EDC, I always have my Baofeng, but it's kind of buried in my backpack, and it's kind of hard to get it out of there. So yeah, I got my Baofeng. My Baofeng will not pick up CB radio. It won't. It doesn't go to that particular channel as far as I can tell, because CBs run off of a very low frequency. So this will not pick up CB, this will. So I'm carrying all kinds of radio equipment with me today, just because I can. I'm glad I got this, because listening to air traffic control from the airport that's sitting right next to me is pretty interesting. Listening to the pilots, you know, chatter back and forth with the tower. I can actually see the tower if the equipment moves over there. There's some road construction equipment right over there, and it looks like they're laying asphalt. So yeah, that's definitely interesting to watch, but boring to sit here. Colorado Prepper Pack Rats in the house. Yeah, I would prefer to drive when locked down personally, but as far as I can tell, dump trucks are all getting shut down when the lockdown comes. I did record a video that's discussing a little bit about lockdown. I'm going to try to have that up tomorrow morning. I got to take it back to the computer and do a little editing on it, because yeah, I just got to do. I'm going to try to put up the news article I was reading. I think I can get away with that without being demonetized on that particular video. I think I can. So maybe. I don't know. YouTube is very finicky, I guess you could put it, when it comes to what you can say. Pretty much every news video I have done had been instantly demonetized as soon as they monetize my channel. So YouTube doesn't like truth. I guess I just got demonetized. Even the live stream last night with Alaska Prepper got demonetized. I mean, I don't think we said anything we weren't supposed to say, but it was demonetized anyway. Thanks, YouTube. A good CB radio for a personal car. I've got an old Cobra, but major static from my engine when running in an Astro van. I assume, do you have your CB plug wired directly into something? Because they make the little lighter plugs now that you can use it to power your CB. So I'm thinking it's the power that's causing it to do the static. It might be because you're getting feedback through your power port, and that could happen with any CB, because a Cobra is not going to give you any kind of static feedback. But I'll show you this if I can. All CBs have a squelch, if I can show you. And when I turn the squelch down, you can actually hear it. It will give the static noise from the squelch. But you just turn the squelch up until it stops making that noise. And that's what a squelch is for on any CB radio, should have it. That basically, it stops most of the static, but you might be getting feedback loop, like I said, from how you're powering it. So if you try one of the 12 volt lighter plugs, they sell them on Amazon for like $10. I just ordered one so I can wire my personal CB into my vehicle too. So that just might be something to look into. If you have it directly wired in, through whatever power you're using, that could be causing a feedback loop, and that's why you're doing it. They do make filters. You can buy power filters for CVs, and they'll take away some of that static, but also, I mean, I've never used one, so I can't really attest to how well they work. So sorry for the sun in my face, and I'm trying to, there we go, all messages are visible. All right, I got that fixed. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the chat on my screen so I don't miss stuff, but yeah, it's kind of hard to do. It's hard to see on the phone because it's so far up there. The sun's right in my face. It's very bright out here. Here, I'll give you another look around. There's a truck sitting next to me. That's one of our trucks. There's another truck, another line of trucks sitting next to me. Those are also our trucks. They come in all different colors. The one I'm sitting in is a red Kenworth, and I'm the only red truck out here. We got 2 black trucks, a white truck, and an American flag truck over there. But over there is where they're doing some of the road construction and the milling work. I don't know if you can see it because I can't see the screen very well. And just past that, you probably can't see it, there's the FedEx facility is over there, and all the FedEx jets are over there. So FedEx has the big commercial jets that they use for moving freight, flying it to wherever it comes from or wherever it goes. There's a huge FedEx facility here in Indianapolis at the Indianapolis International Airport. So yeah, there it is, airport. And I've been watching little planes, big jets fly over pretty much all morning. I've listened to air traffic control on this thing, which was just fun. It kind of makes my ears start, you know, can give you a headache after a while because they talk really fast. They're almost like listening to an auction, but it's an auction over a radio, so it's like, it's crazy. I gotta keep hitting this button. It said it was gonna keep the chat up there, but it's not, so yeah. So Sean, you helped repave the airport in your local town? Yeah, I have been inside of a couple of airports, and I've been inside of military bases. There's a military base that's really far southern parts of Indiana that when our first dump truck company I ever worked for, we were running in and out of the military base for probably about 2 weeks. It was really weird because every now and then a soldier or two would come out of the woods. It was a very wooded area. It's a training facility, and a soldier would come out of the woods in full gear, his rifle, and I'm like, uh-oh, what'd I do? Because, you know, I run with my personal protection device. I don't leave home without it. I don't care where I'm going. So yeah, I can't give you a tour of the outside of the truck, but I will try to give you a tour of the inside of the truck. Just because I can't get out of the truck because we're not supposed to get out without a hard hat and all that other, you know. And so the inside of the truck right here, while probably the guys next to me are staring at me, that's my EDC bag. This is what we call the PTO device. This controls the back tailgate that opens and dumps everything. I don't know what this vibrator control is for. This is my tarp control, this red switch right here. All these trucks are equipped with an automatic tarp. You hold the switch and it goes over the whole thing. This is obviously the stick that controls the bed, goes up and down. Now to activate this, you have to activate the PTO, which is this red switch. You flip it up and you hit the thing, and I just hit a button, and I hope you can still hear me. Where are we? There we are. There, I accidentally hitting buttons on my phone. Yeah, airport safety protocols. I mean, they got security guards, armed security guards sitting on that gate over there watching the construction that's going on outside of it. And that's interesting, very interesting, armed security. And they're sitting in an unmarked vehicle, but I seen them get out, and I know they're armed. So yeah, interesting. So well, more of the truck tour without hitting buttons. Hopefully, my EDC bag. This is just my dashboard. I got digital displays there. That is the current time. That is not the current temperature. Those temperature gauges in trucks are never accurate. I hope you can see this because I can't see the screen. These are just all of my temperature gauges, transmission temperature. This is my oil temperature up here, rear axle air pressure for certain things. Yeah, we got so many gauges in a dump truck. There's more gauges in a dump truck than there are in a semi truck because of the hydraulic bed and everything like that. So yeah, that's interesting to me anyway. I got quite a few switches on my dash that don't work. I'll try to show you all of my switches. So if you can see it, that's my PTO as I was just talking about. These are my differential axle locks, and I'll talk more about that a little bit later. This is my tag axle, which is the extra tire for a dump truck that helps you stop. You have to lower it and raise it constantly. This is my regen. I don't know if you know anything about DEF or DEF in a commercial vehicle, but it has to regen, which basically it burns the extra soot off. And yeah, it's weird. Oh, I gotta read chats there. Somebody saying something about saying something wrong. Did I miss something? Oh well. Somebody tell me what I missed. Who's saying wrong things? Uh-oh. Somebody's getting in trouble. Don't get in trouble. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I was showing the truck. Yeah, that's what it is, Sean. And I've never had a regen in a dump truck before, but I've had it in pretty much every semi truck I've ever driven. And basically, the idea is the whole DEF system. It's called diesel exhaust fluid, and you have to constantly refill it in your truck. And it supposedly makes the air cleaner. So basically, you're using 1 gallon plastic jugs full of chemicals to make the air cleaner. Yeah, helping the environment so much, isn't it? Really, really a great benefit there. Oh, yeah, I don't think anybody said anything wrong last night, but they demonetized the video anyway. They said some of the content went against their policies. So Alaska Prepper said that they demonetized all of his live streams. So that's something to take note of. Oh well, not really worried about it. I really am not. I'm not ever going to count on YouTube as being a way to, support my family or support myself. It's not what YouTube is for. And yeah. Sean, they keep 30% of the super chats. 30%. And then they tax you. So 30% plus taxes. That's what YouTube's policy is on super chats. Yeah, fun. Thanks, YouTube. Whatever it is. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. Anything that comes in for YouTube is just extra anyway. That's why I'm sitting in a dump truck. I mean, this is work. That's what we do to support the family. We work. Even though I don't really like working for other people. Virginia Prepper, good morning. Glad you're here. Wow, we got 27 people in here already. That's awesome. That's awesome. I really wasn't planning on going live. I just got bored. I've been sitting here, like I said, for 2.5 hours now doing absolutely nothing and getting paid for it. It's kind of like being on unemployment, but it pays more. Yeah. No, that's probably what it was, is the health events and things like that. We can't talk about the current, stuff that's going on. I do have a video talking about that. I'm probably going to post it tomorrow. It'll probably be demonetized. I do plan on making my news compilations, but I'm going to only post them on my Patreon account from now on. I'm thinking about posting them to Rumble too. Maybe I'll do a little bit of both. If you haven't found me on Rumble yet, the link is in the description, I believe. I hope it's in the description. I really can't check because, like I said, I'm on my phone here, and I really don't even have that good of a signal, so I hope the live stream's going well. Yeah, 30%. It's really a high fee for those super chats. I couldn't believe it was 30%. YouTube doesn't even, I mean, not YouTube, but PayPal doesn't even charge me that much. So yeah, it's really YouTube making some money there off of super chats, just so you know. It does benefit the channel, and like I said, anything I get out of it is extra, so I do appreciate it a lot. I mean, I was really surprised to get super chats. The first super chat I ever got was from Alaska Prepper. That was my very first super chat, so that was really cool. That was just, yeah, it's like, it blows my mind that people support my channel like everyone has since I started it. I've gotten so much support from YouTube, and the donations I've got have enabled me to get a lot more preps and get a lot more things done. I mean, I've gotten donations that have helped me catch up on some bills here and there. So it's really, it's really awesome. You guys are awesome. It's you guys. You guys are awesome. So yeah, I really appreciate it. I really do. I'm watching this machine over there. I think they're laying pavement, but I can't really tell. Maybe that's the milling machine, but I didn't see a road back there, so there might be just paving the road. I'm not really sure what they're doing. But I've only seen one dump truck, and he takes about 10 minutes to go wherever he's going and back. And it's not for our company either, so yeah, it's really odd that they've got, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 6 of our trucks been sitting in this parking lot for 2.5 hours now doing absolutely nothing. So I'm assuming the company I work for is making a lot more than what they're paying us, just because that's how business works. So yeah, Yeah, Alaska Prepper is awesome, Tracy. He really is. He's a good friend. I would consider him a good friend. And I remember the first time he ever called my phone, because I had sent him an email and gave him my phone number to schedule live streams and talk about some stuff. And I was sitting in my vehicle, my wife was driving, and my phone rang with an Alaska area code. Now, I usually don't answer random calls, but I mean, Alaska? Who's calling me from Alaska? And I answer it. You know that distinct voice, ladies and gentlemen, that I can't do an Alaska Prepper imitation. I can't. I seen a super chat, but I missed it. Let me see if I can get back to it. Where is it? Oh, M. Markel. Lunch on me. Congrats. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I brought my lunch, though. I'll have lunch with it tomorrow. I really will. See, I brought my lunch bag. I got my turkey sandwich in there. I got like a stick of cheddar cheese and some chips, and I got a couple of Cliff bars for emergency purposes, just in case I really get hungry. I work late. But thank you very much. I'll definitely have lunch tomorrow. I'm probably not going to put it on the recording. I got to figure out where I can stop this truck for lunch, though. One of the guys ran earlier, he ran out of here. He's like, I'm going to get breakfast. I'll be back. And I think he went to the Hardee's. There's like a Hardee's or something down the road. And he was down there for about 10 minutes, came back. We're still sitting in the same spot. So, yeah, I mean, I guess if you got time to go get breakfast. I won't tell you about the restroom facilities. There's porta potties all around me, and there's actually a truck over there that just loaded one up. He offloaded a porta potty, and then he loaded one up, and now he's driving away with it. But, yeah, he's already out of view, so I can't show you. But porta potties, I would prefer to water the tires, and that's the truck driver saying. I'm not going to go into any more detail on that. Virginia Prepper, they have blocked most of all the, I'm trying to keep the comment up, they blocked most of all the ramps around me, so it's hard to get out of here and come back. Why the blank do they have to fix the road on every ramp at one time? Oh, I can tell you why. I can tell you why. There's a lot of things around me that are blocking off certain roads, and they're calling it road construction, but there's nobody working. Nobody working. So I have a theory. It's probably going to get me banned from YouTube, but I have a theory when it comes to those. Have you seen the roundabout little circles they build now everywhere? Instead of putting in stoplights or stop signs, they build those weird little circles you have to go around and then figure out which one's your exit. Yeah, I have a theory about that. Those are awesome choke points, basically. Awesome choke points, and they put them in very strategic areas so that they can control traffic, because it's really easy to block off one of those. Virginia Prepper wants me to just drive this truck through the medium. Yeah, I could drive it through the medium. Just gonna drive. Oh, you're gonna drive your truck through the medium. Okay, well, I'm glad it's your truck and not mine. I have a 4x4 Dodge Durango, and I'm pretty sure I could go over some stuff, because it came with mud tires and all the extra stuff that's on it when I got it. It's a 99. I only paid about $2,000 for the thing, and it runs really good. I'm really impressed by how long it's still running, because I'm really hard on vehicles. Bye to whoever was leaving. I hope you heard me say it before you were gone. California has the worst roads, worst construction. Yeah, I would have to agree with that. I've been to California on several occasions, and as a truck driver, anybody in a commercial vehicle, no matter what the speed limit is in California, well, unless it's lower, whatever the top speed limit is, if it's above 55, commercial vehicles can only do 55. And in California, they have helicopters and airplanes clocking your speed. They will randomly fly over highways, clock your speed, and then have a trooper come and pull you over. Or if they get your license plate on camera, they'll just mail you the ticket. And that's California. Yay. 6 to 7 lanes of traffic. You know, I used to love driving. I used to love it. I mean, I was one of those people that you get me out on an open road and I would be enjoying it, but not anymore. Not anymore. Yep, seriously, California, 55 mile an hour no matter what. Airplanes flying over you, clocking your speeds. They have those little radar traps now that sit on the side of the road, and they'll scan your license plates, because in California you have license plates on the front and the rear, if I remember correctly. And they'll scan your license plates as you drive by and clock your speed. And if you're speeding, they'll just mail you a ticket. They don't even bother pulling you over anymore. I mean, that's the government at its finest right there. Yeah, I'm not really sure much about plants. I'm not the growing person of my family. So, yeah. In Indiana, we only have plates on the rear of the vehicle. So, yeah, but California's 65 mile per hour speed for commercial vehicles, last time I was there, was 55. So unless they raised it since I was there, which was back in 2016, 2017, last time I visited the state, It was always just 55. If it was a 65 mile per hour speed limit for your car, it's still 55 for the semi trucks and the dump trucks. So yeah, it was always a pain, always a pain. I used to make jokes about going into certain states, and I won't mention the state. Okay, I'll mention the state. It was Kentucky. Every time I went in Kentucky, I would make a joke that the speed limit went to 55, and so did my IQ. So that was my Kentucky joke of the day. Sorry for anybody from Kentucky, but yeah, that was just, yeah, it was a standing joke I made up. So yeah, yeah, 104 kilometers. What's that? 104 kilometers is about 65 miles an hour according to my display here. So yeah, there's a lot of governors on trucks in the United States, but they're all different. So I mean, I've worked at trucking companies such as JB Hunt. They ran all the trucks at 63 miles an hour, which would be just under 100 kilometers per hour. So yeah. And then I know of a couple of companies that limit their trucks to, I think it's 59 miles an hour. There's a couple of companies that have it at 70 miles an hour that I've driven for. Several companies don't govern their trucks because they're not actually required to, depending on what state. So yeah, it just depends on the state, and my particular state, it's not required. The truck I'm sitting in does not have a governor, and I'm pretty sure it'll do 80 miles an hour because I got it kind of close, but I'm not going to talk about that because I'm not supposed to. That would be bad. It really would. Hey, hey, Job, come check out my YouTube video where I talk about speeding in your truck. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, it is a company vehicle, so yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, hoot out, please give the thumbs up. Look at that, I got 29, according to my screen, I got 29 people in the chat, and I got 29 thumbs up, so that's awesome. So like I said, I do have a video planned to go up tomorrow. I don't know if it'll get demonetized or not. It was weird though, because I went to one of my videos on a different account, and commercials started playing in my video. I was like, wow, I got commercials, and I texted a friend and said, I got commercials on my videos, and he went, congratulations, I guess. I guess he didn't like the fact that he has to wait now. Well, you have the option on YouTube when it comes to the ads. You have the option to set it for skippable or non-skippable. So anytime you come across a YouTube channel and you can't skip the video, they did that to you on purpose. So you're welcome, other YouTubers, for me throwing that out there. You're welcome. Almost got ran off the road in Idaho. Yeah. Alright, so I will tell you a story I was driving for. I actually used to work for Night Transportation. That's one of the companies that are contributing to the strike that's supposedly coming up. I'll say supposedly for YouTube's sake, because I believe it's more fact than supposedly. But I was driving for Night Transportation, and I had come out of Dallas, Texas with a load. I don't remember what I was hauling. I was in Little Rock, Arkansas, and it just started dumping snow. And Arkansas is not really prepared for snow like most of the other, like the northern states. They're not really prepared because they don't get a lot of snow. And when I was sitting, I went to get off the interstate because the highway was getting very slick, and I was done with it. I was just going to shut it down for the day. And I was sitting in my semi-truck at a stoplight waiting to make a left turn into the truck stop I wanted to go into to park the thing until the snow got cleared up or was just done. And a woman in an SUV made the right turn out of the truck stop, or it was a little side road next to the truck stop. She made a right turn out of there, and she slid, and she just lost it. She was sliding right for my truck, and I was in an automatic truck, so I just stomped on the gas pedal. I moved my truck about that far before she hit me, and that's about how far she came from hitting the diesel fuel tank that had 100 gallons in it that was right under my driver's seat of my truck. That far. She bounced off of the steel rim of the drive tire that was right behind the fuel tank, totaled her SUV completely totaled it. She was okay. She was shaken up quite a bit, but she wasn't hurt or anything like that. But she completely totaled her vehicle. The only thing it did to my truck was bend the rim and flatten the tire. And instead of going left into the truck stop I wanted to go to, I had to go right into the truck stop that could fix my tire. So I ended up sitting at the truck stop that entire night. It took them about an hour to fix my rim and my tire, and it was okay. I went and sat at the restaurant and had some coffee at that particular time. So they have restaurants in these truck stops. So yeah, but stomping on that pedal saved a potential fire hazard I mean, diesel doesn't really explode like gasoline does, so I wasn't really worried about an explosion, but had she hit the tank, I would have been sitting there for days getting that replaced. That would have been really bad for me, because as a truck driver for most of these companies, you get paid by the load, or paid by the mile. You get paid by the load sometimes, but paid by the mile. So if your truck isn't moving, you're not getting paid. And that's just how that is for most truck drivers, paid by the mile. There are some companies that do day loads now, where the driver's home every day, that they actually started paying salary. So those companies aren't too bad. Salary is definitely the way to go. I really dislike being paid by the mile, because they really do rip you off quite a lot. Sean, thanks for being here. Yep, I hope you guys had some coffee. I did say coffee with cream, but I haven't showed you my coffee yet. I do have it. Yeah, I made this coffee at, what was it? Local time, it was about 5 hours ago. It's not hot anymore, but it's still warm enough that I don't mind it. I don't like cold coffee. I really don't. I don't think it tastes right. Coffee shouldn't be cold. It just shouldn't. Somebody had left this ashtray thing in this truck. It's an odd name. Look at that. It's there you go. That's the name of this ashtray thing somebody had left in this truck. And that's a weird name for something. No, I just thought that was funny when I read it. Like, what is... Yeah. I think because my parents were both smokers, and I think they had one of those things in their vehicles too. Butt bucket. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's called a butt bucket. That's just a really funny name, I thought. So yeah, I was entertained by that. This is how bored I am, that I'm just going through weird stuff in my truck. So I got to keep a log book. I'm not going to show you the top of it because it has the address of where I work, and I really don't want to display that. But this is the log book that I have to keep, and I just have to basically write down where I start at, the job number, the date, my name, what time I started. So yeah, that's just weird. Most trucking companies keep some sort of log, and that's the one we have here. My go-to brand of coffee, I usually got coffee from Kroger, just whatever Kroger coffee I could get at the time, but I had a subscriber send me 3 pounds of coffee they got from a roasting place that's in their state. I believe it came from Washington State, and they mailed me 3 pounds of 3 different flavors of coffee, and I've been sampling all 3 of them, and one of them was called Early Bird, one of them was called Early Bird, Night Owl, or Midnight. I can't remember them all. One of them is just a French roast, but my go-to is just French roast coffee, any dark French roast. And I like coffee beans. I get fresh beans because it's fresher that way, and I use a French press to brew my coffee also. So yeah, and the cup I use is a Yeti. It's a Yeti cup. This is a 10-ounce Yeti. There it is, and that thing keeps my coffee warm for a very long time. So yeah, coffee is getting really expensive. Really expensive. I'm not sure the actual brand though. It started with a V. I don't remember right offhand. If I don't repeat a name several times, I don't remember the name. So I have issues with that when I'm working, because I never remember the guys' names until they tell me 4 or 5 times. And yeah, it can kind of be rude on my part, but I don't do it intentionally. I can remember numbers like you wouldn't believe, but I cannot remember names very well. I don't know. It's just me. Yep, it is completely organic coffee. I can't remember the name of it. It's organic, and it's really good. It's some of the best coffee I've ever had. So I guess there is something to be said about certain brands. I have had Starbucks beans before, and it was that's all I'll say about Starbucks. Yeah, prices are going up. What I really noticed, and I talked about this a lot last year in my food shortage videos. That playlist is up if you want to check them out. It's not just your prices are going up, but your quantities are going down. And I started noticing this late 2019. The quantities of everything were going down. See, my coffee used to be about $7 for a 1-pound bag from Kroger, and then it went down to 10 ounces for a 1-pound bag. And then I seen at Walmart recently, the same coffee was a 6-ounce bag for the same price. So I mean, and they keep it in the same container too, so you don't realize it unless you're reading the ounces on the actual bag. You don't realize that they're cutting a lot shorter than what it used to be, until you bring it home and you open it up and the bag's like a bag of chips. It's got that much in the bottom and so much air in the top. It's what they've been doing to us. So yeah, they've been doing that to us for quite a while. And it started, I believe I started noticing it last year, and back when I was still eating bacon, Yeah, they did the same thing to the bacon. It used to be 1 pound of bacon for a certain price, and then they dropped it to 10 ounces, the same as the coffee. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try to pull that comment up. Vicky Savage, I'm glad you're here. When I worked at Swift Dispatch, loved me. I would clean up all the local deliveries they gave me. They saved the long distance run for me in return. Yeah. While the other driver said, yeah, if you're good to your dispatcher as an over-the-road truck driver, they're good to you. They really are. I've had some dispatchers that I really liked, and I had some dispatchers that I threatened to come drive the truck up their butt bucket. I'll say it like that. That's not how I said it to them. But yeah, I told him I was going to park the truck on his car and come in there and whoop him because of what he did to me 2 days in a row. And that dispatcher and me did not get along from the start. So, yeah. Moving to cheaper coffee is, moving to cheaper everything is basically the way to go, especially if you're on a budget. I'm on a budget, so, Aldi, if you have an Aldi in your area, they have really good deals, but Costco has really good deals. You may not see the savings at first unless you're doing the math, but Costco, you can get a lot more of something, and when you do the math on it, it ends up being a lot cheaper. Now, that's not on everything at Costco, because Costco still has a lot of things that are still too expensive. Tracy, I have been sitting here for 3 hours now. I've been sitting in the same spot. I am getting paid to sit here. So I've been getting paid for 3 hours of sitting here doing absolutely nothing. So I am at work right now. I am at work. I'll give you a little look around. There are the 4 trucks waiting next to me, and there's the other truck on that side. And we're just sitting here by the airport. There's a little look around. Sorry if you can't see very well, and sorry for the Facebook message. That was from my cousin. I do got to mention something, and I forgot. I was going to mention this in the last live stream yesterday, but I completely forgot it. My cousin, who has a YouTube channel, you can find his link on my channel page. It's called DIY Everything. Now, his best friend had caught the virus and then was in the hospital, and 3 days later he passed away from pneumonia. So, yeah, my cousin, it was his best friend for a very long time. He's taking it really hard. So, I've been giving him as much support as I can. But if you guys want to pop over to his channel, he doesn't have but maybe 6 videos on his channel. He doesn't really record a lot. But if you guys would pop over there and just, give him a prayer or anything like that, I would appreciate it personally. I don't know if he would appreciate it because I don't think he's very religious, but, you might help. I don't know, maybe. I don't even know what I'm hauling today, to be honest. I don't even know. I don't have anything in my truck. I haven't had anything in my truck all day. I'm just sitting here getting paid. Last thing I heard was I'm probably going to be running topsoil, and the other guys are going to be running different things. So there was only one guy needed to be on topsoil, and they were going to stick me on it because they didn't want to do it. I'm the new guy. There's really nothing I can do about it. So, yeah, that's just the way it is. Yeah, oh well. So I did figure out something on the computer that I shared with Alaska Prepper yesterday. There is a way to go to your YouTube channel while you're doing a live stream and actually see every super chat you've gotten. So you can actually see it, you can read it, and you'll never ever miss a super chat by doing it that way. And I shared that information with Alaska Prepper yesterday. He was very appreciative of that. So he says he's going to start doing that so he never misses a super chat ever again. So I'm definitely going to have to share it with John over at Prepper Nation also when I have him in my live stream. Well, thank you, Tracy. Tell your daughter I said thank you for liking my hat. Now, I got this hat as a gift from the Homestead Oz channel. Homestead Oz, I highly recommend that channel. They got me this hat. It's an Australian-made hat. It's real fur, I gotta say. Real fur, or pure fur felt is what it says on the inside of the hat. And I really like the hat too. I really do like it. The only complaint I got about the hat is when the sun's on the side of my face, the rim is up too high and it doesn't block the sun on the side of my face. So that's I got to do this kind of thing to block the sun, or just this thing, and just take a nap while I've been sitting here for. I can't believe I've been sitting here for 3 hours now. I'm getting paid to sit. I suppose it's good that I'm getting paid by the hour, because had I not been paid by the hour, I would have been back at the shop parking the truck and going home by now. But Costco in California has less quantities on products. Now that I was unaware of, but I have noticed even at Costco, their quantities on products are going down also. So they're starting to give you less. But when I compare the prices from either Walmart and Kroger to Costco, some of the Costco bulk items are still the better deal. You pay more up front, but it lasts you a lot longer. And it's greatly beneficial for preppers. So, you know, if you buy extra, you can take some that you're going to use now, you take some and you put it in storage. And if you do that every time you get paid, you take a little bit that you're going to use now and you take the extra and you put it in storage. That helps build your preps up. So you'll be able to, you know, over the course, depending on how much you go, but over the course of a couple of months, you can build up easily a few months worth of food just by doing that alone. So they suggest you do the same thing when you're shopping at your regular grocery stores, wherever that may be. To, if you buy such as a can of soup, buy 3 cans of soup. Use the one that you were planning on eating, take the other 2, put it in storage, or just buy 1 and 1. Either way, every time you're shopping, you're getting at least 1 can extra for your preps. That's 1 more meal that you didn't have later down the road. And just having extra food by itself is like an investment, because the prices are continually going up. Alaska Prepper says this often. Everybody says this often. The prices will never go back down. You're never going to see price drops on food in your lifetime. I guarantee you'll never see a price drop. It'll only go up. It'll only go up. And because of the food shortages that's happening, I mean, it's just making it more of a demand, and they're just charging us more, even though they shouldn't be. I mean, I don't see any reason why you think about it this way. During lockdown, less people are working, less trucks are running, they're using less fuel. Why are they charging more money? They're spending less to produce it, they're spending less to get it to you. Why are they charging more money? Now, I can understand, maybe I can understand if they have a deficit, they don't have that much, so they're trying to make up their own cost by charging you more money. But I don't really, I mean, I've read so much about business, so many business books, and I don't think that's the case. I think they're just ripping everybody off. That's my personal opinion. So, yeah, probably already demonetized this video, right? I don't care. I don't care. I got a super chat that covered the monetization of this video. Thank you again for the super chat. That's really awesome. It really is. Oh, I missed some comments here. I'm trying to keep it on the screen, but it won't stay up there. So, yeah, sorry if my fingers are in your face. Yeah, see, I went to a Wendy's a couple of weeks ago, and they have a sign up at Wendy's saying they have no lettuce for any of their sandwiches. Wendy's. I don't eat fast food that much, but when I'm out looking for jobs and I get really hungry, sometimes I do, and Wendy's was my place of choice that particular day, and there was a sign posted right on their little drive-through speaker thing that said, "We have no lettuce." And I questioned them. I said, "Is that just this Wendy's?" And they said, "No, that's all of them." So, yeah. Yeah, I don't mind Angry Prepper's lingo, I guess we could call it, but I try to keep this channel more family friendly, so, you know, that's his channel, and I understand when he's talking like that, and I won't lie and tell you I don't talk like that off the video, because I'm a truck driver, and I'll just leave it right there, because, you know, it says in the Bible, which I do have mine with me. It's also buried in this backpack. I do have my Bible with me in this backpack, but it says no cursing. You shall not curse your neighbor. And they mean that very literally. They don't mean cussing your neighbor. They mean cursing your neighbor. So basically, if you tell your neighbor to go blank himself, that could, I guess you could see that as a curse or a suggestion, but I won't go any more into that. That's just, all right, I'm done with that. That's too much. I shouldn't say. But yeah, but there's a lot of people like to find loopholes in the book, you know, and saying what I just said was probably a loophole. Your chickens ate all the lettuce. Oh, there's the lettuce shortage right there. The chickens are eating all the lettuce. I know chickens love lettuce. Chickens love dandelions too. You want some really good yellow eggs in the springtime when all the dandelions are all bright yellow, go cut them all down and feed them to your chickens. They'll love it, and it'll make some really good yellow eggs. And dandelions are actually edible for you guys also. People make dandelion tea. It's actually got a lot of health benefits that I can't remember right offhand, but dandelion is a really good wild edible. It really is, unless you live in like a city area that sprays a lot of chemicals in your yard, or if you spray a lot of chemicals in your yard trying to kill the thing that people call a weed, yeah, then I wouldn't suggest eating it. But otherwise, they are very got a lot of health benefits. These chats just won't stay up on my screen. They really won't. Yep, I have used cardboard boxes for weed control because cardboard boxes in your garden will help the weeds stay down, and they are biodegradable. They'll disintegrate by the next spring for the most part. If you run a tiller through there, it'll shred that cardboard, and it actually helps your garden with the biodegradable. I mean, it's just wood, so it breaks it down, and it really does help your garden. So yeah, highly recommend not buying that plastic stuff or whatever they sell at the garden centers to, you know, weed control. Just use cardboard boxes. You can get free cardboard boxes. You can get free cardboard boxes from most Walmarts. If you ask the warehouse supervisor to save you cardboard boxes, they will save them overnight, and you can go the next morning and pick up all their cardboard boxes. Most Krogers will do this too. Now, not all of them are that nice, so you keep that in mind. They might not do it at your local store, but for the most part, you can get free cardboard from almost any kind of a warehouse or any major department store, because they just throw them away anyway. So they don't care if they save them and give them to you, because it's less work for them, so they don't mind that at all. Yep, buying dozens of something. Yeah, I try to. I got to turn the heat down. The sun is now on my face, and it's getting hot. And yeah, something. My phone's being weird too. It's making weird sounds and giving me weird messages. I don't even know what that was talking about. You made dandelion jelly this year? How do you make dandelion jelly? Do you like juice it? I mean, how does that even work? I didn't know you could do that. I got to know more about that. My wife was thinking about making jelly out of or jam or something out of plums, because she bought a lot of plums from Costco, and they're starting to get soft, so she was going to look into canning them and making jam from them. I'm not sure if she's going to have time before they actually spoil, though, because her schedule's been absolutely crazy. They are like down 15 people at her particular warehouse that she runs, because she's a supervisor there, and they're down like 15 people, so they only have like 3 or 4 regular employees now. People keep just walking off. Okay, I'm reconnected. That was weird. That was the weirdest thing that's ever happened. I will have to explain that. But it says I was able to resume this stream, so if you guys can see me and hear me, please give me the number 1 or a thumbs up or something, so I know that you can hear me. And I'm holding the phone now, and I will explain that in a minute when I know that you can hear me again, because that was very odd. Very, very odd. So I need a different mount for this phone. So if you guys can see me and hear me again. Oh, yep, there you are. I'm back. All right. So what had just happened was my phone overheated, and it didn't shut down anything except for the YouTube app. My phone overheated because it's sitting in the dashboard in the sun. And so I had turned on the air conditioner in the truck, and I've been holding it in front of the vent to cool it back down so I could go back onto the stream. I've never had that happen before. Now my boss is only about 10 minutes down the road, and yeah, they know I'm sitting here. I mean, look, everybody's sitting here. It's not our fault. It really isn't. The company we're contracted to is paying us to sit here, so I mean, yeah. So I'm going to be holding the phone a lot closer to my face. You'll probably be able to hear me better anyway. I don't really know how long I've been sitting here. I mean, I've been on this stream for almost an hour. I've been sitting here for 3 hours, a little over 3 hours now, getting paid. And I got to tell you, I really hate jobs like this where I just sit and do nothing and get paid. It makes the time go by so slow. It just seems like I'm just sitting here all day. It really helps doing the live stream, though. I'll probably be doing more live streams every time I'm made to wait, just because it makes the time go by faster. Because I didn't even realize I'd been here for an hour until my phone overheated. I'm still holding it in front of the air vent there. I think I might have a tripod with me. I have my gimbal with me. I'm going to try to dig out my tripod and set it somewhere else so I'm not bouncing you all over the place. But I have like 5 bottles of water, a Bible, more radios, some trash, a Bluetooth speaker, power cords. I know there's got to be. I don't have a mask, but I always keep a bandana. I've always kept a bandana for survival reasons. And if you don't know the benefits of a bandana for a survival gear or your bug out bag, I could definitely make a video about that. Sorry for the camera work. I'm still digging through the bag. I know there's a tripod in here. I don't know if it has a phone mount on it. I can see the tripod. I just can't get it out of the bag. Okay, it doesn't have a phone mount on it. I wonder if I have a phone mount in the other pocket. Oh, I gotta see that comment. I gotta see it. I almost seen it. Yep, Vicky, a number of plants now considered invasive weeds were originally brought in deliberately as useful food or medicine, including dandelions. So yeah, stinging nettle. Stinging nettle is considered a weed, but it's actually a very natural painkiller. If you have arthritis or joint pain, stinging nettle is a very natural way to go. It will help. I've actually used it for tooth pain, and it really does help. I got my emergency kit here. I don't have my get home bag in this truck because this is a small truck and I'm the new guy, and it's kind of weird when you're dragging a huge backpack into your vehicle every day, so it's kind of frowned upon. They think I'm doing something nefarious. I'm looking for the phone mount for this thing. I think it's in here, but I can't find it. I probably will find it when I'm not looking for it. So let's see if I can just prop it up on the dashboard out of the sun. Maybe that'll work. Maybe. Yeah, that's working. It's sitting on top of the air conditioning vent that I have running now. I guess I can turn the air conditioner down a little bit. It's getting kind of chilly in here. Hey, the air in this truck works good. That's good to know. I didn't know that previous. Now, M. Markel, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that more. Milk thistle? I guess maybe I could pronounce that word. What is a milk thistle? I've never heard of that one. Alright, somebody says they can't see me, they can only hear me. If you're having that problem, just refresh your page or refresh the stream and that should fix it. Should. Hopefully. Good for the liver. That's good to know. Milk thistle. I'm going to have to look that one up. I don't have my wild edible plant guide with me. I have a wild edible, and it also has medicinal. I think I actually have another book for medicinal also, and I didn't bring them with me because, well, I just didn't. I brought my Bible. I brought my Bible and a small emergency survival kit, and wow, I'm getting a lot of messages now. Oh well. Detoxes the liver. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't think I need any liver detoxification because I'm not a drinker, so but I probably need it anyway because of all the badness that's in the foods that we eat, including foods from the grocery store. Anything processed, it's got chemicals in it that you should not be consuming. So yeah, I probably could use that anyway. Let's see, trying to keep the chat up. I got it live chat, all message are visible, but it keeps disappearing anyway. Vicky says, referencing to body parts and functions doesn't offend me. I take offense at blasphemy. Amen. Amen to that. Did you know hallelujah is actually two words? It's hallelujah because of his name. And I learned that not very recently, and I thought that was very interesting because I've always heard that word in church, and I never really bothered to look into it more, and finally I did. My coffee. There's a weird little device vehicle. I'm going to try to show it to you. If you can see that yellow thing over there. It's actually got like a big roller sweeping type thing that's cleaning the road. And I've seen these things plenty of times before. I'm going to wait for him. Yeah, he just lowered it and now he's coming back here. You see all the dust he's kicking up? That is interesting to watch. The things you get to see when you're sitting at construction sites are sometimes odd. They have a machine for everything now. No matter what, think of it, you got a machine for it. I mean, everything's just, yeah. Growing elderberry. I've heard a lot about elderberry, but I've never had one. Or them. How big are they? Oh, we could go into all kinds of medicinal plants and things like this on this channel. I mean, I will get my book out and go over some of the ones that I'm familiar with when I have my book with me. The Truth Warrior is in the house. I'm cutting in and out now. It's probably because my phone's on the dashboard. Alright, let me know if this is any better. And my Facebook Messenger. That's my cousin again. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give this just a couple more minutes because I'm already sitting here for an hour and I'm having issues with the stream, obviously. I don't have a very good signal here. That's why I had it in the dashboard to begin with, so it would get a better signal. But, yeah, I can't put it in the dashboard because my phone actually overheated just the YouTube app. Can you believe that? Just YouTube was the only thing that overheated and shut down. So Virginia Preppers got to run. Yeah, I got to run also here in just a minute. I got a couple of phone calls to make and talk to my cousin a little bit because, like I said, he's really having a hard time with the loss because of the thing that happened, which I mentioned earlier. Probably got demonetized anyway, but yeah. So if you guys could go over and just show him a little support, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, I gotta go because it looks like somebody's going. Oh, maybe it's just him. I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Down. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support you give me. I appreciate you guys showing up for last night for Alaska Prepper. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I really do got to go. And this is James with Grim Survival. And I'll see you next time.